Hello and welcome to another episode of Drink Some Beer and Prosper.
We're someplace new, as you maybe can see.
Yes,
We're at Munkbron.
Munkbron is a craft brewery located in Old Town of Stockholm in an old manufacturer building from 1642.
Okay,
It's a really old school building.
yeah. This brewery started in the year 2015. This is the only brewery slash brew pub in Old Town.
And did you know that the beer is accessible only here at the brewery?
So they only sell it here at their brew pub.
Yeah, they don't bottle it and they don't redistribute the beer. Why that is to keep the quality top notch.
Makes sense. They have produced between 30 and 40 different kinds of beers. The brewmaster, he prefers lagers. Their mission is to produce authentic and pure, good tasting beer that's easy to drink.
All right, so let's try the first beer then.
This is Herman Helleslager, 5.1% ABV. This is batch number 12. It's first brewed in the year 2016.
So,
Very clear.
very clear.
Smell.
So fresh.
Yeah. The malts are really upfront.
Yeah.
So let's taste it.
Cheers.
Cheers. So a malt heavy beer, very fresh.
Extremely fresh. And as you said, malt heavy, but the Helles should be malt heavy. That's the point.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess the point with this is to be a thirst quencher, and it is.
I think they succeeded when they wanted pure and authentic. So not much hoppiness to it.
No, but much taste.
Yeah. It's a little bit like a bready, like a sourdough bread.
I agree. We could score it if you want to.
Yeah, we can.
As a Helles, can't really get much better. As a beer, not prefer Helles usually.
No, I want more hoppiness. 3.5.
I agree. 3.5.
Yeah. The product of itself is a 4, but it's not really my kind of beer, so
But damn, it's close to a 4.
pretty damn close. Cheers.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I get almost brain freeze. See you in the next beer. Hello and welcome back. Time for beer number 2. This is a Keller beer, 4.6% ABV. It's batch number 1 actually, 2025. So this one is the first batch of this beer.
Interesting.
Do you know what's special about Keller beer?
It's stored for a long time, right?
Actually, you're a bit wrong here.
Okay.
Keller beer is actually a premature lager.
Yeah, okay.
It's not stored as long as lager should. That's the only thing, I guess. So, looks the same as the last beer.
Maybe a slightly more yellow tint to this
Yeah.
one. I don't smell anything.
I smell some smokiness to it.
Okay. Well, now we should try it. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's strong. I'm really surprised with this taste.
Yeah, it's very unique.
What I think is really nice with this one and interesting and different with this one is that it's a bit herby.
I get a bit sourness. I don't really get herbiness. I know what you mean, but not quite for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it tastes a bit unfinished.
That's, I guess, the point.
That's a point. So for me, it's a bit lacking in taste.
Yeah, the taste is not long lasting. It's like peaking and there it is.
Yeah, it's almost no aftertaste to this beer.
No, but I think the peaking taste of it makes up for the...
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one.
And now I feel the sourness you talked about. It's way different than I would imagine a Keller. Usually I would imagine a Keller with having slightly hoppiness, you know?
Yeah,
This one doesn't really have that. What it lacks is hoppiness.
yeah. Should we score it maybe?
Yeah. Once again, I would put it as a 3.5 though.
So this is a very unique beer. So it gets an extra point for being very interesting. So like the sourness in it puts me off a bit because it's a bit strange. I also give it 3.5.
All right. Yeah. Bottoms up, man.
Yeah. Beer number 3. This is Märzen, 5.3% ABV. Batch number 7, first brewed in the year 2017. So a Märzen, that's the Oktoberfest beer.
That's the Oktoberfest style beer. And they are usually pretty dark. And this one is.
So it's like an amber color.
Yeah.
But this one is darker than, for example, Paulaner's Märzen. Right?
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, but the smell is Märzen.
What's a Märzen smell?
Strong malty smell. But it's fresh as F. That is what I think that is typical to Märzen. That is like really fresh. You know.
But should we try it?
Yes, we should.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It is kind of what I remember Märzen to taste like.
Only one thing though. More taste.
Yeah, I agree. We haven't quite described the beer.
Well, it tastes Bavarian. It tastes like the real shit. I can start with that.
Very like round, pleasant taste.
It's like a lingering sweetness.
Yeah.
Caramel. Kind of like an amber beer, but way less. This much.
Yeah, yeah. The color of it is like Vienna.
Yeah, it's like Vienna and resembles. So it's like very malt heavy again, slightly sweet. Then we had like the malty malt taste. It's like a grain product and slightly hoppy also.
Yeah, very little.
It's in the background, but it tastes exactly what you would expect from a Märzen. But it's just like a fancy version of it.
Yeah, so I like it better than the Paulaner. This is a more tasting beer, and usually more tasting is better.
Scoring.
I think this is probably my favorite so far. Still only 3, it's not a 4 yet.
This beer goes above the Märzen average. Because of that, I bring it to 3.5. I can easily assure you that this is the best Märzen I've been ever drinking.
I totally agree.
All right, to that, let's saufen. Saufen!
Saufen.
This is beer number 4. This one is Prospero. It's a wheat beer, 6.0% ABV from 2025. This is the first of its kind. This is the first batch of this. And you know what? It's also an experiment.
Okay.
Yeah, the brewmaster told me something about the process, and it's kind of boiled, not boiled, something like that. And I didn't really understand it.
You didn't understand. That's
No.
okay.
So something is special with it. So let's try it.
This does not look like a wheat beer.
No, it does not.
This is like a darker lager color. Smells like a wheat beer.
Yeah, it does. Sweet. Sweet and wheaty. All right, let's try it.
Yes. Skål.
Skål.
Yeah, it is a wheat beer, but it's a strong wheat beer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 6%, that's pretty strong for a wheat beer.
It is pretty strong for a wheat beer. And it tastes pretty strong.
I've said before, I'm not a big fan of wheat beer. I kind of like this one because it's different from the
Yeah.
taste is really fresh.
But I think the taste is too close to a juice.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I think that is because like
Too flat.
yeah, too flat or like should have more foam. That's like the thing with wheat beer, it should have foam.
That's like a distinguishing part.
It is. So yeah, that's a downer for me. Taste wise, it's pretty good. But for me, it doesn't taste like a pure wheat beer. It tastes like a hybrid.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's strange and unique. This is like a cool beer drink.
Yeah, you're right.
So that goes kind of against their mission that everything should be taste pure and authentic.
I agree. But hey, I get the experimenting here.
They're allowed to experiment. We're not judging.
Oj, jävlar. Oh, Schwarzbier in the making. Tack så mycket. We got our last beer.
Good service.
Great service. We got the last beer. But before that, we need to score this one.
Yeah.
No, this one is my least favorite so far.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, it's a 3. But since we already got the next beer, we should actually move on to that one. And sadly not finish this one. So see you in beer number 5.
All right, 5th and final beer. So this is a Schwarzbier, 5.3% ABV. This is batch number 4, first brewed in 2023. And this is an off-menu beer. So this is straight from the tank.
And that's cool. It's even off menu. It's that new.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Schwarzbier. Should be black.
This one is black.
It's black and it smells.
Chocolatey.
Yes. For some reason, I think it's like tar. The first thing comes to mind.
Tar is kind of sweet.
But it's sweet and it's roasty.
We should try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is very roasty. This is a rough taste. Imagine a Guinness, but it's like a lager. That's pretty much.
Pretty much.
Just like a Guinness that's lager-like. What I mean by that, it's you feel the bubbles.
Yeah, exactly. It has a certain freshness that ales don't have. Yeah. Cheers to this one.
Cheers.
So what taste do you feel in this one?
I mean, I pretty much guess Guinness taste. Like roasted malt and all that.
It's like smoky.
Yeah, smoky.
More smoky than Guinness.
I guess that's the extra fizziness that gives it the smokiness extra, like a push. I think so.
I think this is like a Guinness, but it's kind of like more fresh.
Exactly.
But a Guinness is fresh. So it's like hyper fresh.
Extra fresh.
extra fresh. Pretty similar, but there's like some kick to it that I don't find in a Guinness really.
Guinness is more like smooth. This has that kick. Guinness is much more smoother. What do you say? Can we score this one? No? My favorite.
I agree, man. This one is tasty. It's just very good.
4? Is it a 4.5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
4.5.
it's the best one by quite a margin. So
Yeah, this is better than Guinness.
yeah, I agree with you. This is more interesting than Guinness.
It is. It's just more everything.
Yeah, it's a Guinness with a punch. I guess this is it from Munkbron. Thank you very much to Munkbron for letting us record here in their, what do you call it, brewery room.
It can't get much greater than this. Really huge thanks. This was an experience.
So we can recommend this place. If you are in Stockholm, come to Old Town, visit Munkbron. They have really great beers.
One of the most amazing breweries Sweden can bring you.
But I think we can agree which beer was our favorite.
It's this one.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that it's the last one, so we can really enjoy this one.
But so I think that's a wrap. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
And press that bell button thing there so that you will be reminded of our great, awesome content that we have.
Until next time. Cheers.
Cheers and drink some beer and prosper. Fun fact, by the way, since this is a brewery located in an old factory building, the roof is made out of wood.
Yeah.
And adding to that, this entire building is culturally protected. So they can't, for example, steam anything here. That would destroy the roof.
Oh.
But they have extra equipment. They have a thing that cools down the steam so that it turns into water and flows down the drain.
I never thought of that. That's why it's the only one brewery in Old Town.
Yeah. So this brewery doesn't produce steam.
That's a fascinating fact.
Yeah.
So if you want to start a brewery, don't have a wooden roof.